Hello, everyone. Welcome and happy full moon. Oh my gosh, this is such an amazing moment. This year is already quite stunning. That doesn't mean that if you've had struggles or physical healings or other things happening, that this isn't a spectacular year. This year is abundant and the energies are powerful and they're uplifting. And that also means that things have to fall apart and change for you to align with your true abundant flow and for you to become who you were designed to be, who you came here to be, and your mission. Your mission is different than what you think is important in your life. It's different than what you've been taught and programmed in your mind and emotions from family, friends, environment, culture, society, experiences, and so on, to believe what your life is for. You aren't here to make everyone like you, to win all of the popularity contests, to be the most successful, the prettiest, the skinniest, the richest, the this, the that, the other thing. We all have some of those in our lives, and it's wonderful. And we all have a ton of other rich and divine experiences that we don't see as abundance. And so today, we're going to amplify our abundance with the full moon. The full moon is, of course, abundant. It's full. It's fully illuminated. It's lit up. It's fully expressing itself. Imagine if you were being the full moon. You were just letting everyone see every bit of you, open heart, open mind, shining bright. But you couldn't shine if you were embarrassed or ashamed of parts of you, and you couldn't shine that bright and light up the entire night and illuminate within your own heart and your life the beauty and the power and the purpose that you have by being here. So as a divine being, now is the moment. The entire planet, every being on it, from the crystals in the ground to the trees, to the animals, to the humans, to the air, earth, water, volcanoes, every element, the moon, the sun, the stars, we're all together involved in this moment of massive transformation. So abundance means freeing yourself from holding on, from being stuck, from being trapped, from being held back, from being pressured, feeling obligated, feeling attached, feeling responsible. This is about freeing yourself to flow in your own divine river of energy. So we're going to go on a journey into the Crystal Caves in Arkansas. We're going to be doing our retreat there, light body retreat there in July. I highly recommend you check it out. I'm going to share a few pictures with you in a moment. We're going to go today down into the Crystal Caves. This is the area on planet Earth that, as far as we know, has the largest underground quartz crystal beds. It's the quartz crystal capital of the world. There are lakes, there are trees. Native American tribes used to come from all different continents to gather here. It is known as the place of peace. The energies and the waters here are so pure that the nature alone is healing and appealing. The stars, you can see so many stars at night here. It's ridiculous. I've only been maybe two places in Egypt and out in the middle of the ocean with literally no land in sight where I saw more stars than here. So we're going to connect with the full moon, and wasn't she exquisite last night with the eclipse? And we're going to go down into the Crystal Cave. And we're going to do this in a very special way with a particular focus. So if you would like to journey today, make sure that you're comfortable wherever you are. You're sitting or laying down where you can relax. Turn off the notifications on your phone and your computer. Shut the door, put your dog outside. Tell your kids you need a little bit of time to yourself, and really let yourself let go and go deep. So this was me last year on our first trip here. This is the Crystal Lake that we're going to be on. This is one of the boats we're going to be on again this year. The entire bottom of this lake is a crystal vein. And I'm not sure if that's Crystal Island right there, but there's an island we go on to. And so the energies, you can feel the beauty of the nature here. And you can sense that the ancient energies that are in the water, the land, and the crystals, which is after a lot of pressure, a lot of heat, a lot of time, a lot of transformation, the water and the different elements of dirt and other things were turned into these enormous crystal beds. So why is that exciting to us? Because crystals are a very powerful, ancient, and unique form of beingness. Everything is conscious because we're all the same energy. We all came from the same place. We're all made out of the same stuff. We all have different vehicles. We have different cars that we decided to drive. I came in a human body. Your cat came in a cat body. The crystals came in a rock body. The trees came in a tree body. Your desk came in a desk body. Okay, everything's the same energy. And the kind of interaction and the kind of experience that you have here on Earth depends a lot on the vehicle that you chose. You chose a human body for its flexibility, for its ability to expand, to think, to change, to reprogram yourself, to become more. And everything on Earth is growing, right? It's either growing or it's decaying, which is one form of growing, one form of transformation. So cycles go through, and you and I are here in a key moment to clarify our mission, to walk past any perceived fears we have of not knowing who we are, what our purpose is, or not thinking we have the right money, or we've failed, or we haven't done the right thing, or we don't know the right people, or anything. Doesn't matter what you perceive as your problem, your fear, your challenges. There's a solution, there's a path, and I'll tell you a secret. You wouldn't be here if there wasn't a way for you to begin to create the life, or continue to create the life, or to continue to transform yourself in every moment into something that is more and more aligned with the truth of who you are. Well, crystals are an amazing guide for that because they were formed from different elements. There's a little water in there. There's some light in there. There's different forms of earth in there. The element of fire was involved because deep, intense heat and pressure in the ground, in the Earth's body, over ridiculous amounts of time. So you think about the pressures and stress in your life, not sure that you could compare it, right? So we talked about in the last one about how that pressure and that heat that you go through is the stresses in your life. It's the fears in your lives. It's the losses. It's the transformations. It's the freeing yourself from the unserving beliefs and emotions and patterns and relationships. It's transforming your feeling about yourself, your self-love, your self-image, your self-appreciation, right? And your self-expression. It's transforming your ability to connect with the truth of who you are, so you walk your path, not someone else's. That you learn to transform because you are a master creator. You're creating right now. You just don't really fully consciously know or know how. It's time to become the master. And these crystals are like butterflies. They were one thing before, and through a very scary to us, could you imagine liquefying, your body literally disappearing? You're wrapped in a cocoon. You don't know what the fuck is going on. And then you got to fight your way out. I can't take it anymore. And suddenly you're a butterfly flying living for 90 days or something, and flying from Canada to Mexico. I mean, that's a pretty intense life. Compare it to yours. What if you had 90 days to live? Would you love more? Would you let go of worrying what other people think? Would you fly and love every minute of that flight and that travel and seeing the beauty and the nature and the difference and being with your other beautiful butterfly friends? What if you knew as a crystal that you had millions and billions of years to go through your metamorphosis, and you didn't really understand what was happening? Things were changing and there was intense pressure and change and darkness and heat. Well, you have these things mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially in your life as well. What if you changed your perspective and decided today was the day that you perceive everything that's happening to you as a blessing? You accept it so that you can see behind it. Where is this leading? What is it telling me? Instead of being upset that you're realizing that you're in a relationship again that isn't optimal and you need to break it off. Might be with a wife or a husband or a lover or a friend or an employee or an employer. And that's a painful thing to do, and you know there's going to be drama and pain and people are going to be upset and you want to avoid it. But you realize that this is part of the pressure. This is the energy telling you, I'm not comfortable here. We're not happy here. This means this is not the place for me. Today, the Crystal Kingdom asks you to enter the cave and receive this crystal clarity and the wisdom that they have learned from going through massive amounts of time, pressure, heat, energy, stress, transformation, uncertainty. And every crystal you see is different, absolutely unique, just like you. And every one of them has guidance for you. The request today is that you follow along, being ready and willing, open and receptive to the clarity that could come to you today on what's next, on where to go, to begin a much more powerful and abundant alignment with your energy, your truth, your mission, your purpose, your happiness, your joy, your friends, your clients, your money, your whatever in your way, because then it feels abundant because it's feeding you and you're loving it. This year, now. So as a master hypnotherapist, as a doctor of homeopathy, as a energy healer of dozens and dozens of places, and a graduate of many different mystery schools, founder of Light Body School and the Bliss Life Retreats, I'm going to use all of my different tools and techniques to take you very deep. This is the full moon yesterday, as it was coming up from my balcony overlooking the Caribbean, and she was so exquisite, going up and over. And this was me in Arkansas with the crystals, activating the magic wherever I go. So I still do. Today, our Crystal Cave full moon journey is going to be about activating the magic in your life. So this year is the year of abundance, and our Crystal Vortex Light Body Healing Retreat is at lightbodyschool.com/Crystal Lake. And today's energies for this journey are abundance, okay? Everything is a frequency. So the energy of abundance, we welcome you into this crystal temple, into this place of healing and illumination, the temple of the full moon. In this temple of the full moon, this crystal temple, illumination and the eclipse being just a few hours ago, that energy of going through the darkness, walking through the shadow, that is still with you. So in the temple today, you will see and feel as you move into the crystal cave at the center of this crystal temple, the darkness and the light. You will embrace both sides of yourself. The crystals will be showing you light and awakening to your light, believing that you're beautiful and exquisite and unique, and yes, of course, you deserve to have what you want. Yes, if you follow your bliss life, there will be solutions. Yes, things will change. Yes, things will fall apart. Yes, you will find a better life. Yes, you will be lonely for a while. Yes, new people will come into your lives. Yes, people who know you will not like your changes. But you're not here to live your life for anyone. You must reprioritize. And the caves will be dark and nurturing, which will give you the opportunity to heal these places within you that say, I have to belong, I have to have everyone like me, I have to have everyone agree with me, I can't upset anyone, I can't do this, I can't see a solution for that. If you aren't listening to your heart and working on yourself every single day to align with your true frequency, to your soul's path, to opening your mind and heart to connect to your truth of your higher self or your guardians or your angels, to be guided from an inner place, not from fear, not from manipulation, not from bullying, not from craving, not from addiction, not from any place except for the deepest part of your heart. This is where crystal clarity will bloom for you. So just take a moment, breathe those energies in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, breathe in abundance and the illumination with the full moon. Weave your heart to the full moon. Relax. Breathe in the eclipse energies and the gift of walking through shadow together, all of us. Breathe in the crystals and the cave, the light, the dark, the awakening and the nurturing. This is a picture that a friend of mine took of the eclipse here in the Mayan Riviera. I want you to tune into this image, half light, half dark. But you know that this is an illusion. You know this is a shadow. Half of the moon isn't gone, isn't swallowed. Half of the moon will reappear shortly. It's in movement, and as it moves, the things around it can create a shadow. It doesn't mean that when things are happening around you in your world, in your life, in your finances, in your business, in your relationship with your children, with your health, it doesn't mean if you're in a dark place, things are over. It means you've walked into a shadow. And in this shadow, you can nurture, you can relax, you can find and rediscover parts of you that you've cut off or forgotten. You can illuminate the dark. And you can respect it, not as a place of fear or hell or punishment. That's only you. You fill the darkness with evil, or you fill the darkness like a womb with life, with nurturing, with loving, with hugging, with being held and fed and nourished. Nourish your darkness today. Here you can see the blood moon. You can see some of the color as the shadow is almost completely over the moon. Sometimes you look like this. Sometimes you feel like this. There's a little part of you in the light. There's a little part of you that's like, yes, this part of my life is working. Yes, yes, yes. But the rest seems uncertain in the shadows, but you can see the moon still, the craters, and the blood moon. Why? Why? Today I invite you, while this energy from the eclipse is still fresh with us, to bloodlet, to let go of your stagnant blood. What does that mean? Physically, mentally, emotionally, in all of your light body, energetically, in light. Let go of the stagnant blood, the stagnant places you haven't moved, you've frozen, you've been stuck, you haven't been sharing or flowing or nourishing, parts that have atrophied, parts that have gangrene, parts that have become frozen from lack of use or fear. And let this fresh, rosy, new blood, full of oxygen, full of life, full of your own life force, merge with you. And this gorgeous picture, look at this. The moon. She's transforming. She looks different to us. She's reflecting to us. Go into the dark cave where your fears are, your shame and your guilt, where the things are you try to forget or cover up. Reclaim them, own them, listen to them, love them, hold them in your womb, reabsorb them into you, become whole again. Reclaim the power and reemerge into the light, being the light like the moon. Here, the path to your abundance is waiting. Enter the cave that you fear, and massive transformation is possible for you. So feel yourself as the moon. This is her body. You have a body. The energetics, the structure are the same. So begin to think about what is that darkness that you are ready and willing to walk through, or you began to walk through, or you walked through last night. What is the darkness that you wanted to leave behind last year? Bring it forward and see if it or anything else needs more attention, clearing, reclaiming. This is the portal into this year. This is a 3-year. This is an abundant year. This is a fun year because the abundance is smooth like a slide, like the number 3. You go, wee, and then you'll rest. And then you go, wee, again. So what colors are you going to let shine? What fear are you willing to face? What cave are you willing to enter today? So Joseph Campbell was accredited this phrase: the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. And Joseph Campbell came to his philosophy of life by studying the mythologies, the religions, the symbols of all of the cultures on the planet. And he found certain truths that were running through every single one. I did the same thing. When I got on my path of personal growth, awakening, spiritual growth, and healing, I awakened from living the regular world. I was in the regular world, working hard, trying to be the good person that my parents taught me to be. And when everything fell apart and my first business crashed, I couldn't believe people didn't pay their bills. And I felt like an incredible failure. And every belief that I had crumbled and I didn't know how to rebuild it. So I had run into the cave without realizing it because I really like change and challenge. But the problem is that I tried to create my life based on what everyone else wanted. And that was a great way to start my life, just like all of us, because it gave me a motivation and a focus. It helped me learn skills, discover myself, go through experiences. Once your life falls apart in some way or always for the first time, you begin to seek something different and you realize that your fears are very, very few of your fears are actually valid. Like, there's a truck coming towards me, I should move out of the way. Perhaps you're walking in a dark alley or you're getting ready to do business with someone, and you have a fear that says, don't do that. I'd like to invite you to call that an intuitive guidance and start to take things out of what you think is fear. Boil it down. Fear really is only the few irrational fears you have that aren't based on any reality, but are allowed to control your life. Most of the fears people have are around being good enough in whatever way that is. Smart enough, cute enough, pretty enough, rich enough, successful enough, talented enough, skinny enough, achieved enough, smart enough, whatever. Now, it is natural for us to want to grow. So you must shed your skin and grow, and shed your skin and grow, and shed your skin and grow. And in order to do that, your success, your happiness, your money, that which you seek in terms of abundance, I'll tell you where it is right now. It's behind your fear. When I went into my divorce, I had a real estate investing company that was quite successful. I had a lot of units, I had over 80 some units that I owned and managed, and I bought and rehabbed homes and sold them and rented them and all forms of things. I loved this business. I thought I had set myself up for life because I realized no matter what else happened, I had these properties, and as I paid them off over time, they would be like my security, my savings, my retirement. They would be money in the bank. Excuse me, I had a little cough there. So what happened was that my divorce was more devastating than I had imagined it would be. And literally everything went, including anywhere for me to live. And I went through bankruptcy. So I had no credit anymore. And I literally didn't know how I was going to feed my children. And in this place, I realized I hid. I went into shame, into guilt, into fear, into massive self-judgment for what was happening. My mother disowned me at the time, and I felt completely alone. I no longer felt like I had backup, and I didn't have any clue that I had walked into a cave, that my soul, that my spirit had said, we got to do this, sorry, and threw me down a well. Because now, yes, that experience was painful, and I've gained so much from it. I've grown so much from it. Every single experience of failure and loss will end up being the moments in your life you look back at and are most grateful for, because they redirect you. They recalibrate you. They refocus you. They reprioritize you. They reform you. And they help you redesign your belief systems and your feelings and what you believe is true, so that what you actually manifest in your life begins to align with who you came here to be. Please honor and respect your breakdowns and your losses and your failures. and revere them as great teachers, and respect yourself as a profound and beautiful being who was willing and strong enough to come and go through what you've gone through. Now take from it, like pulling the sword Excalibur out of the stone. Leave the shit behind, the judgments, the fears, the memories, the pain, the blame, the shame, the anger. Leave it all behind. Pull the jewels out of it and move forward as the wise, clear, light-filled being you are, just like the crystals do. So in the cave that you fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek. Why? Because what you truly seek with your heart is what your soul is calling you to do. It means that's what you're meant to do. It doesn't mean that if you want to be a multimillionaire and you go out and do anything at all to make money, that that's your spiritual path. You've misunderstood. It means that if you truly want to teach people that they are not the person they think they are, and that they can change their lives by doing it within, in their mind and their energy, like I want to, then the fears that keep me from teaching that are the fears that keep me from also making money or being happy and fulfilled or all the other things I want in my life. So I want you to think about, what is the cave that you fear to enter? What is the cave that holds your deepest fear? Because this is definitely blocking your abundance, because that cave, that fear, is just a shadow, like the eclipse on the moon. It's just hiding the treasure that you are, the beauty, the abundance, the ideas, the health, the happiness, the courage, the friends, the money, the job, the career, the children, the house, the whatever it is. Whatever it is, take a moment and get clear on that. So as you get aligned with that fear, what happened for me was that as my divorce was happening, I was losing everything. I couldn't feed anyone. I was working deeply on myself with light body work, meditation, hypnosis, belief work, energy work, healing work, past life work, you name it. Because I know that all of the manifestations in the physical world start on these other levels. And so while I was doing that, I gave myself the greatest gift I ever had, because I had no money and I had no credit. Frequently, I was below my bank account. I couldn't pay my bills, and all of these things were things I was taught to never do. And so it was absolutely horrifying to do that. I had gone through so many meetings with lawyers and things for the bankruptcy and the divorce and everything else that I felt about 2 feet tall, and I wanted to sit in a box in the corner and not talk to anyone. And I slowly discovered that I needed help. I said, oh my gosh, I need help. I have no money. I have no credit. I barely make it every month if I do. And I don't know how I'm going to pay this person once I find them, but I have to find them. And I began to think about and look at who would be and tune into that person. And when I found this person, I was told that it was $15,000 and 2 plane tickets and 2 nights in a hotel that I had to come up with in order to spend 4 hours with this person so that I could learn how to grow my business. And I decided in that moment, I didn't have that money. I had no idea where it was going to come from. I had 5 weeks to come up with it. And I had been hiding. Didn't like the idea of being very public and having to talk to anybody, because when you go through challenging things, right, you don't want to be public and you want to hide. And I decided in that moment that this was the chance and that I was going to step off the cliff, that I had no idea. I was going to walk into the dark. I was going to walk into the cave. And the first cave that I walked into was the fear of looking stupid, the fear, the embarrassment of not having the money. Well, since this was somebody who was going to help me strategize how to take myself from where I was to somewhere else, they had to know the truth. So I had bared that part and walked through that fear. And the answer on the other side of that fear in that cave was do this thing for $15,000. The next choice was to walk into the fear that said, I don't know how to do that, but okay, here's all the money I have, about $2,000. And as I moved towards this 5-week deadline, I was filled with fear. My stomach hurt every day. I didn't know how I was going to do it. And I asked a lady that worked for this person I was trying to hire, I need help. Do you have any ideas? And she said, put on an event. You're a good speaker. You have great stuff. Do an event. And my first answer was, what are you, nuts? I can't put on an event. I don't have any money. I don't have any credit. I can't reserve a hotel and hope to make money, to pay for it. I don't have, money to do the advertise. I had all these excuses and fears. And she said, shrugged her shoulders and said, I don't know. That's my advice. And I sat there for a while, I think 3 or 4 days, paralyzed with fear. I couldn't enter that cave. Because as much as I had already gotten over my fear of speaking in front of people, to speak to many, many people in real estate investing, my mentor taught, coached, and spoke on stage to many people about that. And I had learned how to meditate, and I taught meditation. And I had done stuff. I had spoken on stage and spoken in many venues. But because of the divorce I was going through and the embarrassment I had of like the pain of my life and my just, feeling guilty and stupid and worthless, I didn't want to stand up in front of anybody. I wasn't doing any one-on-one coaching. I was only just teaching classes because I couldn't bear the thought of just talking directly to someone again, even though I'd done it in the past. So you might go through these moments in your life where you used to be, friendly, outgoing, successful, and now you're in a darker cave, a place that feels dark, lonely, confusing, and full of loss. It doesn't mean that you've made a mistake, and it doesn't mean there's anything wrong. It means it's time for you to go into that cave deeper. So I finally asked her one more time, and she said, I already told you what to do. And as I was starting to complain, I didn't have a way of having a place to put it on. The solution came to me. It was already there. It'd been staring me in the face. I lived in a beautiful townhome community in Austin overlooking a lake that had a gorgeous Mediterranean clubhouse that had all kinds of a kitchen and a movie studio room and a conference room, all kinds of things that I could rent for practically nothing. And within 4 weeks, I put on my first event. I made $17,000 off the event. The event cost me $1,000 to put on, so I netted $16,000. From that, at that event and within a week or two of the event, $50,000 came in from the people who came to the event that bought what I was offering, my program. And by the end of the year, which was another maybe 2-3 weeks, I had a $10,000 a month income for the next 6 months. And that was from immediately overnight from literally not knowing how I was feeding my children. And what I realized in going through that was that the money isn't impossible to find, whether you borrow it or make it or figure out how to do it. The people aren't impossible to find. You have to be willing to think outside the box. You have to be willing to do a lot of stuff. I was on the phone nonstop with people, finding 12 people. I was trying to get 24 and I got 12, I think, or something. And so I thought I was a loser because I'd only gotten 12. And yet that changed everything. The fear that was the most painful for me out of all of that was to get on stage again in front of people, to put myself up there while I was in so much pain, while I'd been experiencing so much failure and pain and watching my family in pain and all the things that happen in divorce and loss of fortune. Because I faced that fear, the treasure that I sought, which was money to start my life over, to take care of my children, a business that was successful, clients that were interesting, work that was meaningful, all of those manifested from me facing that fear. So I want to invite you to understand when you're going through the darkness, maybe you're in a cocoon, reforming for what's next. And then you have to listen, because when it's time to break free, you go deeper into the darkness to find the treasure and to find the light. Okay, so beautiful, wonderful. We're going to get ready for our meditation. And I'm going to share with you very quickly our Light Body event in July. This is called the Crystal Vortex Light Body event. We did the first one last July. It was a massive success, even though we only promoted it about 3 or 4 weeks before. But the people who came are all coming back, and the people who didn't get to come, who wanted to because it was too quick of an announcement, are lining up, and people are bringing their friends. So I want you to think about coming down. It is a phenomenal experience. So it's called an abundance attunement because the light body healing you're going to learn is going to teach you a specific process called an abundance attunement. Light body healing is very deep energy work that will change the patterns, the beliefs in your mental body, your emotional body, your physical body, and all kinds of other things are going to happen in your life. So there's a special price on until January, end of January. Make sure that you talk to me or you head over there to reserve your spot, because it's so much fun, because we combine the crystals and nature and the lake and everything with the light body healing. And you're going to learn to heal and get healed. This isn't if you are a healer, this is for everyone. This is a way to change your life, master your energy, your mind, your emotions, and consciously begin to manifest your life and your abundant flow. Know when you're out of alignment with your flow. Know when you're aligned to the truth. So you're going to enter the ancient Atlantis crystal vortex in Arkansas, and it will awaken the abundance codes in your DNA. Now you have DNA in your physical body as well as your mental and emotional body. There's going to be new energy light body activations, and you're going to learn to become a light weaver. So instantly you're going to be able to start doing infinity light weaving and be a part of the light body community, which I highly recommend. That's the Infinity Light Weaving course. We had somebody who just started it. He dove in, has been doing it every day for like a week now or something, and texting me all kinds of amazing things that are happening. Are you ready to learn the secrets to heal and align your body, mind, emotions, and spirit with your soul purpose and flow of abundance? This is the workshop for you, because you also get to bathe in crystal-infused waters amplified by the largest and purest crystal caves on the planet. So light body healing is going to be at the center of every day. Every day we're going to start with light body yoga and light body healing. You're going to learn, you're going to get graphics like this. You'll know what they mean. You're going to learn how to activate your light body. You're going to learn how to balance it, how to cleanse it, how to weave, how to connect heart to heart, and even more, because we're going to begin every day practicing and teaching light body healing and this abundance attunement process. So we do group healing and cleansing. You're going to be practicing on each other. So you're going to be getting healed every day. Light Body School combines ancient wisdom with cutting-edge science to create powerful and practical tools. So you're going to come, Dimas here came, didn't know anything, didn't understand any of it. You can see here how deep he is in it, transformed his life and his relationships. The abundance focus is that you're going to learn the newest light healing techniques, become a light body weaver, and amplify your codes. And you can start doing that now. So you'll be on the journey with us for the next 5 months. Now we have a 5-month payment plan if you need that. You've got rooms in the house. We're going to have 1 or 2 houses, so as many people who want to can stay in the houses with us. This is a really cool experience. If you ever liked sleepovers as a kid and you don't get to do them as an adult, this is the coolest thing ever. So we eat together, and we play together, and we look at the stars together, and there's a whole other level of experience as you connect with your soul family. So this is the kind of things. We also have massage tables where we'll be laying people on them and doing work. We bring the crystals that we gather and create crystal grids in the rooms, under the tables, on the people, and we're going to be putting them together. So this is me teaching some of the light body healing tools. You get beautiful, gorgeous handouts, full color handouts, and we do this in an environment that's very homey and warm and comfy. We provide you with food and snacks. It's really wonderful. So this is Nancy. She came last time. She's coming again. And she said after this that Nan has a way of putting complex information into nuggets of easy to understand wisdom. I've learned from Jack Canfield and many more, and I love Nan's work. I call it Nan's Nuggets. So the fun thing is you can come and not have a clue about energy work or spirituality. You can come and be a veteran of 20, 30, 40 years, because you're going to go from wherever you are to the next level. And what we teach and the way we teach, the love and the beauty of all of our family together, it breaks people out of patterns that have been happening all your life or for lifetimes. So I want you to really feel that this is an opportunity in a unique place, because the crystals in the house and the crystals that you find and you buy that you bring to the house, and the crystals in the ground and the crystals in the water and the crystals in the clay are all amplifying everything we do here. So this is a chance to quantum leap any healing that you do. So we share and we get to learn from each other. Now, Melinda came and she said that just, wow. She said, Nan's masterful at zeroing in on exactly what the key challenge is, and insightfully and gently guides each person into a powerful understanding of your key strengths and assets. So that's what I want you to know. You get to be with me and you learn the work and you're practicing and you're healing, and then you get to share what you're experiencing and ask me, or I can do a healing or a reading, or we can bring a new technique in, or we can all come and heal what's coming up for you, or we can see where you're stuck in the moment. So the opportunity at this retreat to let go so quickly and to transform so beautifully in such a supportive space is very, very powerful. Melinda said the light body healing work is powerful, graceful, and highly efficient, and that my skills are exceptional. My love is obviously humor is a breath of fresh air. So if you get a chance, don't miss this chance of a lifetime. And I do believe that each of these retreats is a chance of a lifetime. There will never be this retreat again. At this moment in time, with the energies that are happening, there's a full moon then as well. We're going to be tuning into the full moon right now, is going to carry you to the full moon then. And we're going to be out on the lake, a crystal lake, for the full moon. And we're going to do light body yoga every morning, and I'm going to do cleansing for you on you every day. So this is like getting healing, frequency, vibrational medicine, and healing. I use all kinds of tools, sound healing, smudge essences, and breath and light body work, and the crystals and all kinds of stuff. So this is a full holistic, every level of your being cleanse. And we're going to do each morning a light body yoga routine. This is not yoga where you have to bend and touch your back to your toes and this and that and whatever. This is for anybody yoga. This is doing light body work with movement of the body. It's very gentle. It's a little bit like dancing or waving your arms. You'll love it. And this is us doing it out on the balcony last time. So this is, like you can see, this is not difficult stuff, and it's really powerful, and it energizes us. Now I cleanse and clear you with something like this, and we all come into an aligned space. We create a beautiful space wherever we are. The space is cleared and aligned into an energetic structure that optimizes and helps to heal whatever you're going through, and helps you release or to reconnect. This is Danielle, and she came. She was so excited, like 3 hours into the first day, she ran over. She goes, I want to give you a testimonial. I want to give you a testimonial. This is the greatest thing. So she goes to lots of retreats, and she said, thank you for creating a retreat that spiritual seeking women can come to, that's not just women, and that gives the opportunity to connect with like-minded people, to feel safe and to expand. So, this is a beautiful place, a lot of love, and a lot of hugs. So each day after we've done our light body healing and perhaps had our delicious lunch, we feed you all your lunches, we have a special experience every day. So the first day, our special experience is a private crystal workshop and crystal grid healings. This is an amazing and rare opportunity to see a private collection of crystals, buy at wholesale if you would like. You have a workshop with the crystal owner, and play with crystal grids that are going to be set up just for our group, and we're going to guide a healing through. So this is going to be day one's going to blast you right out. So these are some of the crystals I brought back from last time. And these are some of the crystals that at this private collection that you're going to be able to see. Because this is Arkansas is the largest underground crystal bed, it is a portal, because that kind of energy, right, is very strong and amplifies. So it opens a doorway for the transition of our planet back to oneness or unity, as well as us. And so we will be using a lot of this. This is one of the wands that I bought. Isn't it gorgeous? From this private collector. There's some labradorite and some other things. So that's the day one. Day two, we're going to go on a crystal communication and gathering walk, a swim, and shop at the Crystal Mine. So in the morning, we're going to do our light body yoga and all of our light body healing during the day. You're going to heal and get healed, and then woo, with your new energy, we're going to go out in the late afternoon to release and connect with nature and purify in the waters of one of the lakes. So first we're going to go crystal shopping at one of the mines. The mines there that are mining the crystals, they have these amazing stores that have these giant crystals like this, or beds and beds and beds and beds and beds of crystals of every kind, of every shape, of every size, of every quality that you can play with and get from. You can see they start at 50 cents, $1, $5, and on up. So the crystals in the land and the water and the lake bed, think about it, it's everywhere. They're popping up out of the dirt. That means they amplify from the minute that you arrive, your healing, your alignment with your soul signature frequency and purpose, which is our purpose, and anything else you bring with you. So what a great opportunity to let all the fears that you're still carrying come up and get out, right? This is a crystal cave house that we may go to. Look at that. It's another store. And then we'll go for a walk up to this beautiful lake, a very gentle walk like this through the forest. You're going to connect this peace, the land, the trees, and everything you see on the ground. It's all crystals coming up out of there. That's crystals. So you're going to communicate with those crystals and find the ones that are meant for you. You're going to be able to buy super expensive fancy ones or super not expensive collected ones, and you're going to be able to gather them right out of the earth yourself. And this is Melinda and Chris as we entered up here to this beautiful lake where we went in with our crystals and washed them and purified them. There's also a sort of a riverbed on the way up there that you can sit in if you want. One of our ladies here laid in it. Now on the third day, we do our healing in the morning, and off we go at lunch to Crystal Island, to the Crystal Lake. This is where we're going to do our Atlantis, Arkansas full moon abundance attunement and purify in the sacred crystal infused waters in this crystal bottom lake. It's going to be an entire afternoon. We're going to eat out here. We're going to stay out into the evening in the dark under the stars and the full moon. So it's going to be quite an amazing thing. We dance, there's a copper pyramid and other tools and healing things and essences that you'll have on the boats and on the island. We're going to have food. We're going to float. We're going to do an Atlantis activation on the island. We're going to do so many things. And this is the full moon day and evening that you're going to be able to bask in this healing water and have your abundance activation and our connection to Atlantis. We're going to hopefully be able to have a crystal clay experience as well, which is truly out of your body. So here's the Crystal Lake. Here's Chris. Here's one of our boats. And because of the boat situation, we limit how many people we can have on this retreat. So currently we're half full, but we're expanding to a third boat, which means we'll be able to bring more people on. But this is one of the reasons to reserve your spot now. There we are. So much fun. There's the copper pyramid you can sit under. This is Crystal Island, where we're gathering rocks and crystal clay. There we're dancing. The water is so warm. We have noodles you can float on. We even had people who were afraid of the water that floated. We tie our boats all together and we play and we do some work together in the waters and on the island. And then you have free time. So this is me swimming off the island. Here we are doing our Atlantis activation on the island. We'll do something similar. All those crystals you see there in the grid, we gathered on the island, and everyone gets an opportunity to be inside of it once we've opened this portal. The co-creative process is just exquisite here. And this time, it's going to be all about activating your abundance. Lots of hugs, lots of kisses, and lots of love from the land. Now on day 4, woo, right? We're going to come together, do our light body yoga, do our final day of initiations and activations and attunements, and certify you in being able to do this process. We're going to then go to the hot springs. You can't go to hot springs without going to the hot springs. So we're going to enjoy relaxing and purifying soak in 5 different mineral baths, and we're also going to reserve the steam cave this time. If you'd like that experience, we go to the Quapaw Baths. These are historic baths, very beautiful place. You can see here, here's the steam caves. It's a natural cave. And here's some of the baths that you can go in. They're all different temperatures. You don't have to be in the super hot ones. This is their beautiful store with all kinds of products, self-care products. And then that night we'll have our dinner party. So during the retreat, it's 4 days. Everything we do is included. Any fees, any transportation to these places for the boats, anything like that. All 4 lunches and 2 dinners. The day we go out on the picnic on the boat, we'll be providing you with your dinner on the boat. And when the last day, we're going to celebrate with a dinner party, and we're going to have fresh local spring water every day for everyone. So we have a blast eating, sharing, and celebrating together. This location is Hot Springs, Arkansas. I didn't understand how amazing the energy was here. It is in the beautiful Ouachita Mountains in the historic town of Hot Springs. We're going to be in or near the town. And like I said, there's rooms in our house or 2 houses we have for you to stay. You can find out all you want by asking for an info packet, or you can find your own place to stay if you would like as well. These are some pictures of the town. There's some cute stores. We go out to eat all together one night and walk up and down the shopping street. So lightbodyschool.com/Crystal Lake. If you want more information, email Donna, ASST@nanakasha.com, and she can send you information. She can set a time for you and I to talk, or she can let you know if you need some special payment plan or have any other questions, then we can be sure to help you with that. All right, so I hope you will tune in and join me to this very unique, very beautiful experience. I'm so honored to get to do this. Now, we're going to go into our crystal cave full moon journey. All right. So I'm going to give you a moment to settle in. I'm going to get a sip of water. I want you to take some deep breaths to sit or lay comfortably, close your eyes, or look at this crystal cave. Tune into the crystals in the caves and the waters and the land of the place I just showed you. We're going to go into the crystal cave here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. All right, so relaxing deeply wherever you are, snuggle around, wiggle around, get comfortable to where you can completely let go of your hands and your neck and your feet. Take a deep breath in through your nose, take it all the way up, up, up into your brain. Feel it moving all the way through, opening your inner eye, your pineal. Let it go and feel it like a waterfall gently going down through your body, cleansing, clearing, and washing away, deeply relaxing, coming more into the moment. Good. Take a deep breath in, up, up, up through your nose. Swirling around in your head, feel it going down through your mind as you let it go. Washing away, cleansing and clearing your mind. Fully present here, calm and relaxed. Deep breath in. All the way up, up, up through your mind and feeling going up above your head and now out. And as you let it go, it washes down like a waterfall through your emotional body. Feeling it cleansing and clearing, releasing, and gently letting go. Washing away stuck places, dark places. Relaxing deeply, breathing gently, easily in and out. Allow yourself to go deeper into this moment. I am ready and willing to come fully present here and now and be a clear and open channel to my highest good, my optimal frequency, my bliss, my abundance, my joy. Good. Now I want you to just imagine the full moon. Just reach out with your thoughts and your heart, Reach out with your gratitude and appreciation and touch the full moon. She's there shining brightly. And as you touch her, you feel a stream of light pour from her to you. And you just keep this space of gratitude and appreciation. And you feel the light of the full moon pouring into you, into your thoughts and your mind, into your heart, into your body, through your muscles and your blood, moving through your electrical system and out through your thoughts and out through your feelings. More and more of this luminous, glowing moonlight energy is pouring to you and through you, down, 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 deeper and deeper within you. You feel that moonlight finding its path into the darkest places, into the shadow, into the places you've locked away, the shame, the guilt, the fear, the anger, all of it. Slowly, slowly, this moonlight pours in and bathes you with this nourishing liquid light, illuminates you with adoration and love, seeing you as beautiful, divine, perfect, exactly the way you are. You feel a wave of this divine love move through you. As you say, yes, I'm ready and willing to accept. Please assist me in accepting this love, this energy from someone who sees me with 100% love, acceptance, beauty, adoration. Feel the stream from the moon become silver, and that silver goddess ray begin to move through you, awakening your intuitive feminine side and allowing you to let go of needing to know. Let go of trying and working and pushing and forcing and shoving. Relax deeper, deeper and deeper. The silver goddess moon moves through you, gently rocking, bringing you into a place where you feel as if you're floating gently, completely held by light, by love, by acceptance. You feel yourself beginning to transcend and rise higher and higher and higher, away from your life and your worries, away from your thoughts, up, 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 up. And as you float up, up out of your body, you leave your house and soar into the sky, up to the moon. And here you sit inside of her beautiful radiance, allowing it to charge you up. You begin to glow and you look down from the moon at the crystal lake. You see the moon, the path of light shining across the crystal lake, and the light beaming up from down, the crystal at the bottom, the portal to Atlantis. You look down across this crystal vortex, and you see a small light deep in the hills, the rolling hills covered with exquisite trees, tall pines, deep evergreens, standing stable and tall, cleansing and clear, guardians of the crystal energies and the crystal kingdom. Soaring now down from the moon, you follow the light you see, sparkling in the dark hills. The moon lights your path. You glow. You land in front of a glowing opening, a cave. You stand just feeling the trees all around you. The crystal-filled earth beneath you. Your heart connects. It beats as one with the heartbeat of this crystal kingdom. The cave in front of you glows, and you ask now, bring your fear forward that you wish to walk through. As you feel this fear that you are ready and willing to enter, you feel now the entire light heartbeat pulsing from Gaia, from the crystals, now beginning to form into the crystal cave guardian. You now feel the crystal cave guardian forming around you as you stand at the mouth of this cave. You have asked this cave in the crystal kingdom what fear you would like to walk to and through, what treasure you seek inside of that fear. You feel waves of energy begin to come from this cave. Each one feels like a whisper as it moves through you. You say, yes, I'm ready and willing to enter the cave that I fear. I'm ready and willing to discover, to reclaim, to embrace and become the treasure that I seek. You feel this heartbeat from the crystals forming the crystal guardian around the cave entrance. This guardian takes shape just for you. Whatever shape the guardian is becoming, this is the crystal cave guardian that is your optimal guide today. The guardian, now fully present, whether an energy, a crystal, a human, an animal, whatever form that this guardian has taken, connect to it now, respectfully thank and honor. I'm ready and willing to walk with you into this cave that I fear. Thank you for being my guardian. You now feel the energy of this guardian moving you forward, almost as if you are floating. You enter the crystal cave. The cave is dark except for a few spots that catch the light from the cave mouth. You see that the cave is beginning to open. The ceiling is getting higher. The crystals hanging from it are getting bigger. As you move further into it, your eyes adjust to the shadow, and you see bigger and bigger crystals. As you continue to float, your crystal cave guardian puts a hand or some energy on your heart in the front and in the back. This will keep your heart open as you enter the cave. The darkness seems to be deepening, and you stand still in a very, very large cavern. You cannot see the walls or the ceiling, and you can tell from the sounds and the echoes, this is an enormous crystal cave. Crystals of all sizes coming from the walls and the floors. You walk to the center, only able to see the shadows and those crystals in your immediate environment. You see an enormous crystal that's about the height of your heart. You walk up to it like a speaking platform. You put your hands on it and lean against it. You tell this cave, I am here to see my fear, to walk through it, to shed it, to find the treasure and reclaim it. This crystal will now take in your information, and it begins to exude a light, like a projector, out into the cave in front of you. And it says, this is the way. Follow my light. You will find the answer that you seek. You move forward in the beam of light coming from this crystal, your guardian at your side. Following this, you move through a corridor, through turns and twists, until you find the darkest cave. You stop here in front of it. Bring your fear forward from your heart. Let it separate from you into a ball of green light, and it floats out in front of you. Guide me now, please, dear fear. Guide me, show me what you know, what you need, what you've been saying. Guide me so that I may reclaim my treasure, my power, my confidence, my love, my abundance, my health, my wholeness, my purpose. Show me the way. I'm ready. Move into your cave Go on your journey until I bring you back. Now, as your fear has been coming up and the shadow has been revealing itself to you, a small amount of light begins to grow in the cave. The light is coming from you. It is coming from the moon. It is coming from abundance and illumination and awakening and clarity. As you accept this fear, this shadow, and reclaim it, the pain and the sorrow and the heaviness fall away, and the light begins to move into the cave, slowly growing, lighting up as it does. The crystals and the walls around you and the ceilings and the floors begin to light up. Rainbows explode in all directions. You are bathed in light frequencies, wisdom, love, and nourishing. Realizations of who you are, the treasures of your soul, all begin to awaken and become clear. Embrace the light and enjoy it. Awaken, illuminate. Allow the clarity, the wisdom of these crystals to awaken within you, the ancient, eternal nature that is the truth of who you are. Awaken the solution, the path. Right now, you will know, you will receive the crystal clarity of the truth of your abundance, the key, the secret, just for you. 3, 2, 1. You feel yourself getting lighter and lighter. The light literally within you bursts from you. You lose track of your body, your thoughts, the cave. I am light. I am light. I am light. You feel yourself now once again sitting in the moon, looking down over this incredible crystal vortex. You can see the rainbow energies coming up. In waves and ripples from the moon. You can see it coming from the ground, from the land, through the trees, from the caves and from the waters, up and out. You feel this blessing. You bathe yourself in this vortex of crystal clear abundance. The moon gently begins to float down, bringing you back into your home, back into your room, into your chair or your couch or your bed, and gently pours you into your body with the silver goddess ray and the illumination of the moon, the perfect blending of the shadow and light. You feel great gratitude welling up, coming from you out into the moon as she floats back up into the sky. You feel your body. You feel the liquid essence of who you are, the treasures that you've reclaimed floating like crystals in your blood, moving through your muscles, awakening your mind, soothing and pleasuring your emotional field. Breathe in. Say, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Rub your hands together. Rub them up your arms. Give yourself a hug. Rub your hands together. Put them on your heart. Breathe it in. Put your hands together. Shoot this crystal light energy up over you. Like fireworks, it lights up your house, your space, your body, your life. You feel the light pouring down over you. Say, yes, I am that I am, and I am abundant. I am aligned with my truth. I am illuminated with the full moon. And I have reclaimed this treasure, this wisdom, this healing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Send love to the moon, to the crystals. Send love to the waters and the trees and the land. Send love to all that is, to source, to you, to me. And now send love to your body as it begins to softly and gently integrate this new frequency of abundance, this new illumination, this perfect balance and acceptance of who you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We give great thanks to the Crystal Cave and the Kingdom to hot springs and all of the land energies, the native tribes in all times and places, the light energy of Atlantis and the wisdom of love. We give great thanks to the moon, to the earth, to our bodies, to this moment, that we've come together in this beautiful and an exquisite opportunity to walk through the shadow, being the light, to be amplified, empowered, cleansed, and cleared by these exquisite crystals. This circle is open yet unbroken. May the peace of the full moon, the crystal lake, and your own courage and beauty go with you. Share it. Be it. Namaste in Lak'ech. Thank you so much for joining me for the full moon. Have a beautiful day. Remember to come and join us for the Crystal Vortex Light Body event. Go to lightbodyschool.com/Crystal Lake. We will be sending out the replay for this tomorrow. If you're on the email list at nanakasha.com, you'll get it. It's also right here on Facebook for you. Absolutely free as soon as we quit. And you can go to iTunes and look for Bliss Life Podcast. Thank you so much, everyone. Namaste.